Alright guys, MarkBoy316 here with another video. This is going to be my WrestleMania 42 predictions video. I'm not going to do two separate videos. I'm going to do everything in one shot. So here we go. They're not going to be in any particular order, but here is my predictions for Saturday and Sunday for WrestleMania 42. And yes, I'll be watching it live on Netflix at my friend's house, and Sunday and Saturday at 7 o'clock here in Canada. So we're going to start off with Division and ISO Speed against the Usos and LA Knight. I'm going to go with LA Knight and the Usos. For God's sakes, give a WrestleMania win to LA Knight. For God's sakes, he deserves something. Give him a WrestleMania win. So I'm going with Usos and LA Knight. Plus, it's the first hour's free on ESPN. So get the babyfaces a win on the opening match. So that should be good. Hopefully, the Vision will defend the tag team titles at some point. But yeah, they should have defended them at WrestleMania. I don't know why Isho Speed's in here, but all right. But he's probably going to do a good showing for Speed, and that's probably going to be a good opening match. But yeah, LA Knight and the Usos win the match. I'm going to go Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre. I think Drew's going off to film movies, so I'm going to go with Jacob Fatu for the win, but it should be hard hitting. I hope it's like the Sami Zayn Kevin Owens unsanctioned match they had a few years back. I hope it's a brutal match. They brawl everywhere, and it's insane. I hope it's a great match. And I'm going with Jacob Fatu. I think he needs to win out of Mania to establish him, and then maybe by SummerSlam or next year's WrestleMania, push him up higher on the card. So Jacob Fatu for the win. Then we have Gunther versus Seth Rollins. I'm going with Gunther to win, even though it's Seth Rollins' first match back from injury. But I think Braun Breaker will interfere and cost Rollins the match, either during the match or Gunther wins and then Seth gets demolished after by Braun Breaker. But I think Gunther gets the win because they're setting up a possible match between Gunther and Brock. So you will want Gunther to look strong going into a match with Brock. So yeah, Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. Obafemi, hands down, should be Obafemi. Maybe a 5, 6, 7 minute match. It doesn't have to go long. And Obafemi beats Brock Lesnar. That's what I think is going to happen there. Make Obafemi look incredibly strong. Obafemi for the win. That should be hands down awesome stuff. And then we got Finn Balor as the Demon against Dominic Mysterio. I'm going with Finn Balor for the win. Why bring the Demon back if you're just gonna have Dominic win? So yeah, Finn Balor should win this match and move on and maybe go into the title picture with Penta for the IC title, or him and Punk again for the world title, or him and Roman, whoever comes out of the match as champion. But yeah, move on from the Judgment Day, and Finn Balor gets the win here over Dominic Mysterio. Then that should be all. That should be all the non-title matches. Now, for the title matches, AJ Lee and Becky Lynch. I'm going with Becky Lynch to win back the Women's Intercontinental title. I think AJ Lee has only had one defense, and she's probably not going to be around too much after WrestleMania. So I'm going to say Becky Lynch for the win, and the new Women's Intercontinental Champion. The four-way for the women's tag team titles: Lash Legends and Nia Jax defending against Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, against the Bellas, against Lyra Valkyria and Bayley. I'm going with Lyra Valkyria, if I can say her name, and Bayley to win the tag team titles, because I don't think it's the Bellas, because one of them's injured. I think it's Nikki who's injured and she's out, I think. So I think rumor is it's supposed to be Paige taking her place, so I can't see that makeshift team win the tag titles. What would be the point? So yeah, I will go with Lyra and Bayley to win the women's tag team titles. Then we got Liv Morgan challenging Stephanie Vaquer for the women's world heavyweight title. So I'm gonna go Liv Morgan. She wins the Rumble. This is Liv's first WrestleMania one-on-one match, and I'm gonna go with doesn't hurt Vaquer for losing. So I'm gonna go with Liv Morgan the new women's world champion. So there you go. Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley. Jade Cargill defends the WWE Women's title against Rhea Ripley. This could go either way. I think we have a new WWE Women's Champion move Rhea Ripley to SmackDown. Rhea Ripley wins the title. Bianca Belair, I think, probably comes out, distracts Jade Cargill, allowing Rhea to get the win, so it doesn't make Cargill look weak in defeat, keeps her strong, and Rhea Ripley's the new champion. So they can move. If Bianca's cleared, she should be able to have a feud with Jade. They don't need the title for it, so new women's champion. So yeah, I think all three sets of women's titles will change. The tag, the women's IC, and both women's titles. So 4 women's matches on the card. That's pretty cool, actually. Then we have for the Intercontinental title a 6-way ladder match with Rusev, Jamal Evans, Penta, JD McDonough, Rey Mysterio, and can't remember who the 6th person is. JD McDonough, Rey Mysterio, Jamal Evans, JD McDonough, Penta defending the IC title in a 6-way ladder match. Penta just won it. Penta retains, but I wouldn't mind Jamal Evans winning the match. But I'm going to go with Penta to retain the Intercontinental title in the 6-way ladder match. So it should be interesting there. Then we have, for the United States title, Trick Williams against Sami Zayn. I'm going with Trick Williams for the win. I think Carmelo Hayes is going to come in and actually help Trick Williams win the title. And then he can say to Trick, hey, I want a title shot. I helped you win the title. So I'm going with Trick Williams as your new United States champion. So there you go. And then we have the 2 world titles. So first off, Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. I'm going with Randy Orton to beat Cody Rhodes because they're setting up, I think, Pat McAfee and Randy against Cody and Jelly Roll for Backlash. And they said if Randy loses here at Mania, Pat McAfee is gone. So obviously I think it's going to be Randy Orton winning his 15th world title. Then we have Punk and Roman Reigns. This one's hard. I'm going to go Punk retains the title. That's because it's Punk's first actual main event. He's on night 2. Defending the World Heavyweight title against Roman Reigns. I'm going with Punk to retain. Because I think there's better match options for Punk than there is for Roman. I think Roman's going off to film Street Fighter or something like that. And Roman's more part-time than Punk. And I'm going to go with Punk to retain. So, those are my predictions for WrestleMania 42. I think there should be some good title changes. The one surprise could be Paige replacing Nikki Bella in that 4-way tag. That's probably a surprise. Danhausen's going to obviously do something, probably with Cena or Miz or something. Danhausen will do something at WrestleMania. And other than that, enjoyed the show. Thank you guys for joining me for this video. And I will catch you guys in the next one.